Hello, in this video we're going to see how to link our Google Cloud environment into IMTLazarus so we can bring classes into the IMTLazarus dashboard. So in this case, this is the IMTLazarus dashboard, the control panel, and what we'd like to achieve in here is that whenever we go to the G button here, Google Classroom, to be able to link our Google Classroom environment so we can show the classes in here and the groups that we have available in our Google Classroom environment. So in order to do that, we need to go to the Google Console Cloud. So that means a new tab. And I will type in console.developers.google.com, or you can also search for Google Cloud. And as long as you have access as an administrator in your organization, you will see your Google Cloud environment. Don't worry, it's going to be very easy. In this case, the first thing that we have to do here is to select a project. In the case that we have several projects running up here, we would need to create a new one anyways, but make sure we are in the right organization. So usually it's the name of your organization or the domain of your school. And within the school or organization, you will have the option to create a new project, either from this screen here or from within the screen in here if you don't have any projects created and linked to your organization. So let's go here, create a new project. And the first thing that we have to do here is to give it a name. So I would recommend to use IMTLazarus or IMTLazarus Classroom. Then the organization is going to be your organization. In the case that you have several organizations linked to your environment, you can use this option and choose the correct one. That is the one that we are going to be using in IMTLazarus. And then location is going to be, again, the same organization that we are using for the whole project. So important here to choose the right organization in the case that we have several ones created in Google Cloud, to give it a proper name, and then to choose the right location here. Click on the Create button. Once we have the project created, make sure we have selected it from the drop-down menu. Again, this is the most important part here. Choose the right project. And once we are here, we need to enable the Classroom API. So in order to do that, we can just click here on the plus sign, Enable APIs and Services. Look for a Google Classroom API, Classroom, Google Classroom, click on it, and then click on the Enable button. Once we have the Google Classroom API enabled, what we need to do now is to add some credentials. We can go to the credentials section here, or we can just click on the Create Credentials button. We will end up in the same screen. Here we need to choose the API that we want to use in here. In this case, we only have the Google Classroom API. We need to choose here the user data option. Click Next. Application type, web application. Let's type in IMTLazarus Classroom. And then in this section, authorize JavaScript origins, we need to click on the button plus add URI. And we're going to type in https://localhost. And in the authorized redirect URI, we need to add a new one here. And this is important. We need to put in here the same name that we use in the IMTLazarus server. So first we need to type in https:// our IMTLazarus server .imtlazarus.com/lazarus/classroom.php. So don't worry, I will repeat this. Where can we get this information from? So in our case, we need to go back to our IMTLazarus server, and in the URL bar, you will see the URL that we are using for your IMTLazarus server. In my case, is showdemo. So it's showdemo.imtlazarus.com. So this is the name that I need to use in this section. In your case, it will be the name of your school. So it would be https:// the name of the school.imtlazarus.com/lazarus/classroom.php. Once we have these two URIs, we need to click on the Create button, and we will end up with this document here. This is the credentials that we need to download into our computer and that we will use in IMTLazarus. So I click here, download, and now I have these credentials stored in my computer in the JSON format. Now click on the Done button, and now I need to move back to the IMTLazarus server. So here, as an administrator, go to the Setup sections here, then General, and then go to Google Classroom Integration. And here, I need to upload the file that I have downloaded, which is the JSON file. Click on the Upload button, and that's it. Now, how does it work? So if I go back to the control panel, I will be able now to connect to my Google Classroom environment. So in order to do that, I can just click here on the G icon and click on the link button. A new page will open up. I need to choose the right account here. I will use my account. And then I need to authorize the access to my Google Classroom environment. So I click allow, and now I can go back to the G button here, and I will see now the option to update my groups, to unlink this connection, but also I will have the list of all the classes that I have available. In this case, I can select one of them, click on the plus sign, and this class has been added to my groups of IMTLazarus classes. Where can I find this group? I need to go to the dynamic groups section, and here I will find all my Google Classroom classes. If I want to remove one of these classes, I can just click here on the red cross here on the button. Or if I want to update the group with more students, I need to go back here to the G button and click on Update Groups. If I want to remove the connection to my Google Classroom environment, I can just go back to the G button and click on the Unlink button here. If I only need to remove one class, I can use this option here and click on the cross, and that means my Google Classroom class will no longer be in my IMTLazarus environment.